Our concerns are primarily that students don't pay enough attention to their surroundings. Oftentimes we find that students arrive on campus and they always keep their items, their belongings, their phones and laptops and all their electronic gadgets with them. They never leave them out of sight, but after time goes on, they've been on campus a while, oftentimes what happens is they become very comfortable with their surroundings. So they oftentimes will go to the library and they'll leave their laptop unattended while they go visit a friend or use the restroom. Or the headphones in the ears and our cell phones anymore are a gadget that we are constantly using. Even when we're, even when we're walking, we're constantly looking at our phones and not paying attention to our surroundings. And theft being our #1 crime on campus, and campuses nationwide, is something that's very preventable, and students can do a lot of things to help prevent those sorts of crimes. First and foremost, they want to keep track of their items. You don't want to leave items just laying around and unattended for long periods of times. They can do things like, if they live in one of the residence halls, they can work out agreements and an understanding with their roommates so that they know when each other have classes and that when they're going to be away for long periods of time. They can do things like not announce on social media, the Facebooks and Twitters of the world, that they're going to be away for the weekend, and letting everyone know that their items are going to be unattended. There's a variety of different things that they can do. A lot of it's common sense, but a lot of it is due to their comfort, like I said, levels on campus, and just being aware of their community and the people around them and their surroundings will go a long way for the prevention of those sorts of crimes. What I often tell parents and students that we are a 38-man department. However, with the students, faculty, and staff, and the rest of the people here at the university, there's nearly 30,000 of us. Okay, so our students, faculty, staff, along with the police department, our whole community are the eyes and ears, and we all have to pay attention to our surroundings. We come here day after day after day, and we become very comfortable. We become very aware of who belongs, and what a typical day should feel and look like. So when a student, faculty, or staff member sees someone who doesn't fit in or recognizes a situation that's just not right, they need to call us right away and act upon it. They shouldn't hesitate. They should be looking for things that don't fit in. After being at the university for a few days, a few weeks, like I said, you become very in tune with what belongs in our environment. Suspicious people who, maybe if you're a student assistant and you're working in an office area and suddenly someone's walking through the office area who they never seen before, they don't recognize. Maybe the person looks like they're lost, or perhaps, going in an office where they don't belong or an area where they don't belong. That would be someone that you'd want to call in. If they happen to be walking to class and going through a parking lot and they see someone tugging on door handles, okay, that sort of thing. You would recognize suddenly that, that person doesn't belong, that just doesn't look right. Those sorts of things are things that they can act upon to help us out as like I said, as a community. There are other ways that you can get a hold of us, and probably in that, like the situation we're talking about, we have over 200 of the blue emergency phones on campus, which I think anybody that's part of our community has probably seen. They're very simple to use. There's a big red button on these emergency phones. You walk up to the phone, touch the red button, and when they do, and they're in direct communication with our dispatcher, they can relay to them what's going on, what they see, and the dispatcher can send a police officer. The phones are designed so that if you don't feel comfortable standing at that phone and having a conversation, you can look around 360 degrees, find another phone, run or walk to that, and hit that phone. When the phones ring into our dispatch, they come up with the location of that phone, so essentially our officers could catch up to them in their travels. But yeah, we always encourage people to, if you're leaving late at night, to use the buddy system. Have a friend leave class with you or the office with you, walk around, to get, from point A to point B. And like I said, we will provide that buddy through our campus patrol system if you don't have any buddies. But yeah, always, there's strength in numbers. So you're less susceptible to crime happening to you personally if you have someone with you. So and we find that, and we encourage people to use the buddy system. Have a friend walk, from wherever you're going to and from campus if you ever feel leery or if you ever have any issues. Mm-hmm. We offer a variety of different services. Probably first and foremost is our campus patrol. That's a student group that's run by the police department, and they do things like battery jumps. We provide lockout service. Oftentimes we know our students arrive on campus or in a hurry to get to a class and realize somewhere in between leaving their car in class that they locked their keys in their car. We offer an escort service on campus to where if for whatever reason a student's working late in a lab or what have you, and they feel a little bit leery about walking across campus to get to their car or back to the residence hall, we can provide them with an escort. The campus patrollers are in communication with our dispatchers. They have radio so that if there's ever a problem between point A and B, they can call dispatch and have an officer to them, within a matter of seconds. So those are just a few services. For student groups and organizations on campus, we offer a variety of different programs, from everything from alcohol awareness to a real popular one is our ALICE program that helps that teaches students how to maximize their survivability should they ever encounter an active killer or an active shooter situation on this campus. Or, what we like to say anymore is this is not just here, it can be anywhere they go in their daily routine, their daily walk of life. So those are just a few presentations, programs that we have, and certainly our campus patrol is a huge asset to us.